So you've decided to finally start losing some weight, and then your first thought is, oh, I need to start doing cardio. But here's the thing, cardio is just a small part of the process, and it shouldn't be your first step. So in this video, I'm going to explain why and what to focus on instead. Most people think that to lose fat, you need to burn more calories through exercise. But cardio, even though it can be helpful, doesn't burn as much as you think. A 30-minute workout might burn 200 calories. Well, that's the equivalent of like 3 cookies. So with a little bit of extra eating or just one snack, you could easily undo any calories that you burn in the gym. And I know this because I spent years working out regularly and being very active, but I still gained weight. So no, cardio should not be your first step for weight loss. So what is the first step? Well, you need to get your calories under control. If you want to start losing fat, you need to control your food. And if you've been gaining weight recently, you're taking in more than you need. You're eating too much. And the best way to fix that is to actually see what you're eating. So I recommend that you track all your food for at least 2 to 3 weeks. Tracking is really a great way to see what, when, and how much you're eating. Now, you don't have to do it forever, but I do recommend doing it for a while. I really feel that it helps you just be aware of what you're eating on a regular basis, and it helps keep you accountable. And the easiest way to do this is use an app like MyFitnessPal or Chronometer, just whatever is easier for you to use. So when I started tracking, right away I saw that I was just eating too much on the weekends. And those extra glasses of wine here and there were adding too many calories. And those little bites of food that I would take here and there were also adding up too. The problem was too much food, not the workouts. And after a while of tracking, I could see very specific patterns of what was causing the additional calories in my diet and where I could start to adjust things. Next, once you have that information, the easiest way to start losing fat is to ask yourself, where can I cut back? It's really not much more difficult than that. You just need to figure out, how do you take in less? Maybe it's cutting back on extra drinks or snacks or late night eating or visits to the fast food restaurant. The important thing is just pick a couple of things that you can easily change, something that's simple, and then start doing it and then stick to it. Now, you don't need to be perfect. Just start by tightening up some of the easy things first. And you'll be surprised at how much progress you can make just by making small, consistent changes. So, am I saying not to use cardio? No. What I'm saying is don't use it as your first step toward fat loss. Get your calories under control first. That's what's most important, and that's where you're going to see the most results. Then add cardio on top of that. But you don't need to go crazy with it. Just a few sessions a week is enough to support your goals. It becomes an excellent way to burn more calories and makes it easier to get into that calorie deficit. Plus, cardio is really important to help keep your heart and your lungs healthy. It helps you boost your mood, cuts stress, helps you sleep better. So it's a really great addition to help you maintain an overall healthy lifestyle. And don't feel like cardio has to be boring. You can just pick whatever you enjoy. You could walk, you could swim, bike, hike, take classes, whatever you'll actually stick to. And don't forget strength training. Even just twice a week can make a big difference. It helps you keep your muscle, burn more calories over time, and get stronger overall, especially as you age. You'll get the best results by balancing all three: calories, movement, and strength. And I also have some additional videos on my channel about strength training if you want to check those out. Now, if you want to take your tracking to the next level and track a little more consistently, I recommend starting with finding a total daily energy expenditure calculator. Just search for a TDEE calculator, and then you could enter your age, your weight, your height, your gender, and your activity level. This will give you an estimated number of calories that you would need to maintain your weight. But if you take that number and then subtract 500 calories from that a day, that gives you a good starting calorie number for fat loss. And then just keep tracking your food in your app and use that number as your target calorie level for the day. So if you're just getting started, here's your simple 3-step plan. First, track your food for 2 to 3 weeks. No judgment, just become much more aware of what and how much you're eating. Second, start cutting back on the obvious: snacks, drinks, takeout. And third, add in some cardio. It'll help you burn additional calories and improve your overall health. So that's it. No crash diets, no 2-hour workouts. You don't need to do a lot to get started. Just small steps that actually work. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like what I had to say, click the like button, subscribe, remember to stay active, and I'll see you in the next video.